Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear Honorable Speaker, special guest, research enthusiast participants, good evening. Welcome to your most expected research idea series. I'm Jashia Islam, Research Ambassador of Gobeshok Hote Chai from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology. It's my pleasure to host today's program. Before diving into today's lecture, I will introduce Gobeshok Hote Chai P Researcher BD platform, its mission, vision, and activities. গবেষক হতে চাই বি রিসার্চের বিডি is an online-based non-profit open platform directed by some world-class scholars. They are tirelessly working to promote research and guide young researchers in Bangladesh. Its vision is to leverage research in higher educational institutions for sustainable development all over the world. This noble effort has been initiated by Mr. Mohammad Sabir Hossain. He is working as an assistant professor at the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Chittagong University of Engineering and Technology, CUET, in Bangladesh. Universities are the place for knowledge creation and dissemination. However, we know that the universities are going in the traditional way. Although the final year students do their thesis or projects for obtaining the certificate, many research activities, our publication and undergraduate level are very rare. Mr. Sabir Hossain worked in a different way. By his effort, the second year students of the CSE Department of CUET have published more than 10 articles in international conferences and journals. This type of accomplishment is rare not only in Bangladesh but also in first world universities. Being perplexed by this achievement, he has created this platform to diverge this enthusiasm among all the students who are interested in higher studies. They are assisting the researchers by sharing research-related resources such as books, papers, websites, etc., conducting online offline training courses, arranging seminars, workshops, webinars, research collaboration supervision, arranging internship opportunities, and so on. Previously, they have conducted the country's first free complete online training on how to become a researcher. This course covers the basic concepts, tools, techniques required to become a researcher from zero knowledge. The recorded lectures on YouTube received more than 26,000 views within only 9 months. Then they are going to start the most demanding online free course titled Python for Research from any discipline from the 29th of April 2021. It's not an unknown fact that selecting research ideas is the most important step in research methodology. But finding a research topic is a challenging job for the research enthusiast new learners. To assist them in finding ideas easily, we're also organizing this research idea series. The first lecture was conducted on March 19, 2021. It's available on our Facebook page. You can access it from anywhere. Now I'm going to introduce our research guideline webinar series. Why and what is it necessary? We know that research works are treated as the utmost level of dedication towards any topic of interest. However, without proper guidelines, it gets really difficult. That's why, due to enormous demands from our audiences, Gobeshok Hote Chai Group has arranged webinar series to provide higher studies as well as research guidelines to the enthusiast potential students. The title of the first webinar was Higher Studies in Overseas Countries, Opportunities, Preparation and Challenges. It was held on 1st December 2020. It's available on our YouTube and Facebook page. Now about today's lecture. Now I'm going to introduce today's lecture and speaker. It's the second lecture of the research guideline series. The title is How to Write a Winning Research Proposal. The key highlights of this lecture are importance and purpose of a research proposal, how to find a potential supervisor, and the key components of a research proposal. Today's honorable speaker is Dr. Saidur Rahman sir. He is currently working as a distinguished research professor and head of the Research Center for Nanomaterials and Energy Technology, RCNMAT, at Sunway University. He is also working with Lancaster University as a full professor. Previously, he worked as a chair professor at the Center of Research Excellence in Renewable Energy at King Fahd University of Petroleum and Minerals, shortly known as KFUPM, Saudi Arabia. Prior joining to KFUPM, Professor Saidur worked 18 years in the University of Malaya. He worked as Distinguished Visiting Research Professor at American University of Ras Al Khaimah, UAE. He graduated from Bangladesh University of Engineering and Technology, known as BUET, in 1997 from the Department of Mechanical Engineering and completed his both Masters and PhD from the University of Malaya, Malaysia. And out of one topic, since I'm also a current student of BUET, it's my huge honor to host today's program where Sir is our guest. And Sir is also my alumni, so I'm very thankful to Sir. So, Clarivate Analytics or Thomson Reuters awarded him highly cited researcher for being among the top 1% researchers for most cited documents in his research field for the 6 consecutive years, 2014 to 2020. He also achieved the highest accumulation citation award from the University of Malaya from 2011 to 2014. In 2019, Professor Saidur won the Vice Chancellor Award for Achievement in Research, Sunway University. Professor Saidur published more than almost 500 journal papers, mostly in top-ranking high-impact journals. He is ranked as number 1 by the Web of Science Nanofluid Research-related topic. He has more than 36,000 citations with an H index of 98 according to Google Scholar Citation. Professor Saidur presented a series of publications taking on writing high-impact journal papers locally and internationally. He has supervised more than 80 postgraduate students so far and has secured and managed more than 15 million ringgit research grants. Professor Saidur is working in the area of emerging nanomaterials, MXNs, and their applications in energy storage, heat transfer, solar energy harvesting. Despite being such a great scholar, Sir is very humble and helpful. He is also the advisor of our group Gaveshak Hote Chai. He has also conducted a video on research higher studies in overseas countries, opportunities, preparations, and challenges. Currently, Sir is guiding in normal students across the world. We are really blessed Sir could manage his time for us. The lecture will start now. There will be a question answering session after the lecture. You can ask questions by commenting on this live program on our page or joining our StreamYard link directly. We will share a StreamYard link in a question answering session. Now I'm requesting our honorable speaker to start today's lecture. Thank you, sir. You can speak.
Thank you, Jashia, for your nice introduction and so on. Let me open my slide first. Can you see my slides?
Yes, sir, it's coming. Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay, assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. Thank you for your waiting for a while due to some problems with the live. Again, thank you, Jashia, Naeem, Sabir for organizing this event. I'm basically going to share my experience. As Jashia also mentioned, I have some experience. I've been working as an academician researcher for last 23 years. So I have some experience. I hope this will be useful, particularly young researchers, early career researchers, undergraduate students, particularly to write a good proposal, a winning proposal that may help to secure scholarship or admission at higher studies. Okay, as you can see, this is our university, Sano University. This is a private university, new university, but overall, it's a good place to work. I'm here more than 4 years. Okay, so I'm leading a center, research center for nanomaterials and energy technology. Basically, different types of nanomaterials and their applications in energy, heat transfer, energy storage, and many other applications. This might be useful those who are interested to collaborate with me, to want to work with me in the area of nanomaterials and energy, heat transfer, and so on. These are some statistics of our university. We are small, 8,000 students, 63 academic programs, 7 academic schools, 70 research centers. So even though private, new, but as you can see, we are moving towards research in intensive universities. And also, it is not for profit. So there is a foundation, Jeffrey Chia Foundation, in the name of the owner. It's one of the richest person in Malaysia. Basically, his dream is to make a world-class university. So before joining, I met him and he particularly mentioned that he will support all my research. So this is one of the reasons also I joined this university, and alhamdulillah, after joining, I got most of the things. We built an impressive lab, we built team. So overall, we are progressing well. This is a Sunway city, as you can see, integrated city. There is a theme park. I'm staying in nearby this area. This is basically a tourist spot, and it is well integrated with the whole country, with all the transportation and network. So it is very convenient place. So there are international schools, there are Sunway College, there are universities, and there are also neighboring university, Monash University, Malaysia, Taylor's University also in the neighboring area. So overall, it is a good place. I invite and welcome those who want to pursue their higher studies at Sunway University. This is a good place. We also have some recognition, as you can see. Okay, so let me start slowly into the main topic. So why this topic, writing and winning proposal, is important for you. So let me share my experience first. So in 1997, so when I finished my undergraduate at BUET, so I was planning to pursue higher studies in Malaysia. I have some information, I had some connections, so they sent me some documents and I need to prepare a research proposal. So I started to discuss with some of my friends. They had conference proceedings. I requested to help me, but unfortunately, even though my close friend, he did not help me. I was shocked, but as you know, in BUET also, there are different types of friends, students. Sometimes our notes are also, some friends helps, some friends give it to others. It's very cooperative, but some friends does not want to give. This is human nature. Yes, so then I started to discuss with some seniors, those who are also lecturer in chemical engineering. I think Professor Shaukat, he was my senior in chemical engineering. Professor Khalid Hassan, he was also in mechanical engineering, just junior lecturer. So I started to discuss with them, and they gave some guideline, and somehow I sent the proposals. And at the end, finally, I got the offer, I got the admission, I got the TA, and so on. So what I want to say that writing a proposal actually at that stage was very, very difficult. Even I did not know what should be the content. So I faced difficulties, but alhamdulillah, that was menace. But now I can understand the importance and needs of that writing a good proposal. So that was my case. So in this case, in your case, if you can write a good winning proposal, a comprehensive proposal, an impressive proposal, I think that will be a good way to convince your prospective supervisors. Not only for admission, I think that may help you also to get some scholarship. Because if I see that some students wrote a very comprehensive or impressive proposal, I will give him or her a little bit more priority, probably. Because this shows that he already knows how to write proposal. Okay, maybe he spent some time, his experience, or at least he's very serious. Okay, so I hope you understand what is the purpose of writing this proposal, because these are the requirements for your higher studies, particularly for your PhD and master's level. If it is by research, you need to submit a research proposal. Okay, this is also important for your candidature defense. For example, you are already enrolled in master's and PhD by research. In that case, after 6 months or after some time, you need to defend your candidature. In that case, you have to prepare, you have to present a proposal as well. So my talk basically will serve a number of purposes. So one of them is writing admission proposal, and also how to defend your candidature. And sometimes also there are, maybe they don't have in some cases candidature defense, but you need to submit your progress report. Normally this is, you have to submit every 6 months. So if you know how to write proposal, how to defend, how to prepare candidature defense, how to prepare progress update, progress report, I'm sure this will help you in different way. because if you cannot defend your candidature properly, and if it is not satisfactory, and if you also don't know how to write it, you might be in troubles. There might be, in some cases, failure. Okay, because if it is not satisfactory to the committee, then there might be failure. So this also will help you to defend your candidature and also to serve your progress report. So one of the most important questions when you are trying to pursue your master's and PhD, what will be topics? So you are going to discuss with your supervisor. Okay, so first thing will be what would be your topics. So topic selection for any higher study student is very, very important. Not only higher study students, I think for researcher also it is very, very important. I give you one simple example. The hallmark of a cancer. This is a paper published in 2020. So first thing probably you will be looking for topics. So as I was discussing, topic is important. One examples I want to highlight here. One paper published in 2000, hallmark of cancer research. This paper is basically cited 50,000 times. So why so much citation? As you have seen, my citation is 39,000 for last 23 years. After working 23 years, my citation is 39,000, something like that. But that paper was published in 2000, and one paper is cited 50,000 times. What does it mean? Actually, it is basically due to topics. You know, the cancer is a very hot topic. It is a niche area, okay, and it is very wide, and it is for wider audience. So that's why this is just one simple example that topic is very, very important for your future research, and also to start your research to communicate with your prospective supervisors. Okay, so how to find a research topics? I think this is also in Facebook, LinkedIn, many other researcher students also ask how to find a research topic. So I cannot talk much because due to limitation of time, but I will share something that might help you to find suitable topics. So what I would suggest, build your interest in your area of specific. So there are broad areas. For example, you are working in math, physics, chemistry, and so on. These are basically your interested area. See profile of top researcher, familiar with the Scopus, Web of Science, databases for journals, scientific contents, Google Scholar, ask collaborators, build a network, global challenges, niche area, and so on. So what I would suggest, so for example, you are a student in BUET, CUET or RUET or DUET. Definitely you can look for the profile, because now the profiles are online. Okay, you can see where are the academicians, researcher, lecturer working, what is their topics. Okay, from there actually you can be familiar, you can get some of the topics. Similarly, you can identify topics. For example, in MIT, you are looking for a position in MIT. You are looking for a position in Harvard, NUS, Sano University, University of Malaya. So you can go into the specific university's website, then you can go into the specific department, and then you can see the list of lecturers. There you can find their profiles, what they publish, how they publish, where they publish. So what type of paper they publish, what is their area. So this will help you to identify your interested area and where the lecturers are working, researchers are working. So this is one approach. Also familiar with Scopus, Web of Science, various types of databases, because papers are published in these databases. For example, in Science Direct, IEEE, ACS, American Society of Mechanical Engineers. So there are publication platforms. So papers are published there. In that paper, basically, you can find their affiliation address. You can find their names. You can find their email address. Through that, basically, when you download a paper, then you can see what is the topic, where are they working. So this will help you to identify potential supervisors and their topics. So these are some of the ways to identify research topics. And also, as I mentioned, I will share some of the slides also, particularly on the global challenges. So now I'm working to submit some research grant proposals. So when there is a research grant proposal, always we have to see whether these are in line with the country's needs niche area, whether these are the global challenges or not. So, for example, I just submitted one proposal. So our university asked to check the global challenges. I'm aware, so I did my homework, but at the same time, they also asked. So this is how also I searched and I found some of the global challenges, niche areas of our research topics. And for example, for our country like Bangladesh, so we know that our garment sector is one of the potential area. So it has a lot of problems. This can be solved. Okay, for example, the artificial intelligence, energy storage. I'm working in this area, so I know these are the top problems. These are the global challenges, and so on. So this is how to identify the research topics and the profile, as I mentioned. And Science Direct may help you extensively because almost 80% of databases are published in Science Direct. As I mentioned, you can put some keyword, for example, the energy, artificial intelligence, and so on. Then you can find papers, and there you can find the affiliation address, email, and so on. Then this is how we can start to communicate. This is how I explored the top 10 global challenges. So I'm working in the field of energy. So that energy is also one of the top 10 problems for next 50 years, according to one of the Nobel laureate. So I have taken this from the below website, as you can see. So these are the top 10 global challenges. When I started my research, so I was given a topics on household appliances. So at that time, I did not know how impactful that research will be. I did not have enough knowledge also how to identify the global challenges. But when I finished my master's, when I finished my PhD, then I started to do all this homework by myself. What topics will give impact? Why topic is important? And then this is how slowly I moved from household appliances to industrial energy, and then also I put the new recipes, nanomaterials. And as a result, as you can see, my citation is today 39,000 plus, because research topic is very, very important. That is one aspect, as I mentioned, for citation, impact, quality publication, and so on. But at the same time, I think our priority should be also to solve the global challenges problem, to come out with solutions, to come out with some innovative ideas and product development, and so on. So if we solve the global challenge problem, basically you can be world-class researcher. So as you can see, there are top 10 global challenge problem areas: securing cyberspace, economically clean energy. This is my area. So if I dig out, I can go. I can find many other topics also in this area: economical clean energy, so solar energy, renewable energy, sustainable energy, green method, and so on. A lot of things can be found in this area. So this is again, you need to also learn how to search. Okay, again and again. So you change the keyword. So I'll change probably renewable energy, green energy, economical source of energy, changing various keywords, and you will find a lot of other many other topics. So this probably will help you to search the topics. So these are some of the topics as I have shown here. These are basically the top 10 global problems. So you can select any of the topics from here, and then slowly you can dig out into more and more. I would suggest to check some of the universities' website also. For example, I was looking for some of the grand challenge topics with MIT, what they are doing. So as you can see, so I came out with this search. So similarly, you search some of the keyword. You put, for example, the energy, top 10 energy problem or global grand challenge in MIT, Harvard, Cambridge, and NUS. Because why? Because these are the world-class university, top universities all over the world. So this is a learning platform. As you know, I'm even though professor, but still I'm learning. As I mentioned, when I was developing my proposal, so I need to improve my knowledge. So again, I need to learn. So learning should be basically a lifelong learning. Okay, so I'm glad that Sabir initiated this Kobeshok Hote Chai Be Researcher BD platform. I think it is unique in the sense that he is doing some work for the benefit of young researchers. Normally, we experienced researchers basically talk or organize workshop or publication. It is quite higher level. So what Sabir is doing, this is for the basic level, particularly undergraduate student, first year student, third year student, fourth year student can learn more. It will be beneficial for them. So it is not only this Sabir's platform or our platform. There are many other platforms. and there are online talks and seminar. Please attend them, please learn them, please improve your knowledge. So be a lifelong learner. And also I would suggest always be careful because there are many talks. So it may waste your time also if talks, seminars are not really up to that level. So that's why always see the speaker's profile, who are giving these talks. Are they experienced? Are they expert on their topics? So you need to be smart as well. So I'm moving to the main part of the proposal. Okay, let me focus on this the most important components for which basically you are waiting for. So a proposal should contain this thing. So if you can write in this way, this will be very impressive. I don't think you can write it way because this is my after spending 23 years of research and publication. Definitely you cannot. So you can, if there are mentor, if you are, for example, working with your supervisor, prospective supervisor. For example, you are communicating with your prospective supervisor and he is guiding you. In that case, you can write a comprehensive proposal like this. But you don't need to be much worries because this is just for the purpose of admission requirement. So you don't need that much impressive. As long as there are the minimum requirements are there, I think then it will be okay. And what we practice, as you know, I supervise almost 8 PhD and master students. So in my case, what we do, we don't spend much time in this initial proposal part, because once the student is enrolled and student is with us in Malaysia or where we work, in that case, you know, that we will train them to write the impressive proposal, very comprehensive proposal. We'll train them. So that's why, in my view, because you are just you have just finished your undergraduate, so you don't have enough knowledge to write an impressive proposal. But this will help you to probably to write a better proposal. So what should be in the content? There should be a title, background information or introduction. Sometimes it is also called background information and importance, objectives, scope, application, novelties, project plan or methodology, some preliminary results. This should be in case of, because you are writing a proposal, so you don't have results. So, but when you are defending your candidature, it is after 6 months or 8 months, so you need to show some preliminary results. Okay, and in the proposal also you need some expected outcome and with some references. So I will go a bit more details for each and every of these components, so that at least you can write a better proposal. May not be that impressive or comprehensive proposal, but at least better than without this knowledge.